Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Crypto. As Bitcoin did not have the best day today, right? It didn't go as planned as we were talking yesterday. In hindsight, it looks like we actually broke down from a rising wedge. We're going to talk about that. Let's jump right on into the charts here as we start the stream. Now, as you guys can see, right, in hindsight, obviously, we got to look at this a lot in hindsight, okay? As you look here, we did break to the downside out of this rising wedge. I'm going to wait for a couple minutes here for more people to come on in before we get started here, before we go. What's going on, George? I saw Neil in here. Lupus. JC, what's up, man? Marco, what's going on? Jimmy, what's going on? We got Nate in here. We got everyone in here. We got everyone. All right. Let's get started. Just want to make sure everyone has the chance to join before I start going over the really the Bitcoin stuff, right? Because that's the meat and potatoes of the stream here in the beginning, right? So as we jump on into the stream today, Bitcoin broke down from this falling wedge, right? In hindsight, it was pretty obvious, right? It wasn't obvious yesterday, as I think we were streaming. We were somewhere down in this range over here. What's going on? What's going on, everyone? But we did have some bearish divergence in hindsight, right? Right at the top here, we actually made higher highs in the price action, and we actually made lower highs on the RSI, on the hourly, which eventually did push us down and back down out of this wedge. Okay? Unfortunately, right? Unfortunately. But are we down for the count? Well, let's take a look. So usually our measured move from a rising wedge is usually the bottom touch of the wedge. So based off typical technical analysis, we would go back down and retest the $28,800 area, because that's our bottom touch of the wedge, right? Now, do I think we're going to do that? No, right? And here's why. At least, do I think we're going to do that right now, right? We could still go down lower. We know we could go back down to the $28,000 level even. We've been talking about that for weeks. But do I think we're going to do it right this second or today? Probably not, right? And here's why, right? So on the hourly time frame, we are hitting a pretty big support. We have a lot of support at actually two areas. 31,150 is pretty big support, right? We had support on it here. We had support on it back here. We had support on it here. So we bounced actually 3 times off that level. And right now we're actually right above that level, right? So we could go a little bit lower here, but we're actually sitting right above that level. So that's the first reason. Second reason here is just like we had bearish divergence at the top here, we actually have bullish divergence now, right? So we have bullish divergence on the hourly, which is obviously the opposite of bearish divergence, right? Lower lows on the price action, higher lows on the RSI as of now. Obviously, this is speculative. We need to get a bounce here to confirm this. But as of right now, we are forming some type of bullish divergence there. So keep that in mind. And also, on top of that, we are oversold as well on the hourly time frame, which usually results in at least a short-term bounce. Now, I do think we're going to bounce off this area. I do not think we're going to go much lower, at least tonight, right? We obviously, things could change going into tomorrow, going into Sunday. As we know, the weekends can get a little volatile here. But I do expect, at least right now, probably a bounce back up, in my opinion, to at least retest about 34,400. And then we can kind of decide where we're going to go to from there. I think minimum, that's where we're going to go to for our next move, right? So we could easily come back down and reject that. But I do think, at least temporarily, we need to go back up and retest, cool off our hourly RSI for another move to the downside if Bitcoin does want to move back down to the downside. I don't think we're going to go much lower than 28,000, right? There's obviously a bunch of bears in here. Like I said, we're all friends, right? You can obviously see I have the horns on today, and I also have my pitchfork, and I also have the McDonald's hat. So it was a bad day today for Bitcoin. It was a bad day for Bitcoin. We're going to take it in. We're going to take it in. We're going to take this negative energy in, and we're going to breathe it out. We're going to kumesa it out and get ready for our next bounce that hopefully comes tonight, okay? Switching on over to our 4-hour time frame, we are back in our green box of glory, right? Every time we come into this green box, we don't stay here, actually, for too long. We actually get a pretty good bounce almost every time we touch this green box, right? Massive wick here, right? Massive wick when we got into it here. Not a wick here, but we got a massive green candle when we touched it here. Obviously, we got a giant buyback there. I'm expecting the same thing to happen here, right? Us to get bought back up. Because you guys know what my theory is, we are going to go sideways here for probably another couple weeks at a minimum, if not a couple another months. I think we're just going to continue to oscillate between this green box and this red box here. It's like clockwork. It seems like Bitcoin just doesn't want to break one of these two levels, right? Obi said unbearable. What are you going to do when the bears hit you? I am going to take the bear's punch and look and keep walking. I'm going to keep freaking walking, all right? Because that's what I do here. Anyways, Bitcoin's back in our green box. Obviously, we have our big major support that I'm watching here on the 4-hour time frame is that 31,145 area. Obviously, we've gotten support on that 3 times. Wick to it here, wick to it here. Actually closed here. We actually got a 4-hour wick, but ended up closing back above that level here. And you can see actually right now we have not quite wicked down to it, but we almost wicked down to it, pretty much almost. So we'll see if we go a little bit lower, right? We'll see if we come back down and tag that level before going on up, which is certainly possible here. Now, what I'm watching for here is so I first want to say the volume on this dump wasn't that great. It wasn't like the worst volume, but we didn't get the crazy volume that we would think on a 10% down day, right? Bitcoin dropped about actually almost 12% in the day. You expect a little more volume coming in, but we didn't get that much volume, right? 4-hour does have room to run down. So if we want to continue down here over the next couple of days after a little bit short-term bounce on the hourly, a 4-hour or basically a dip here coming tomorrow or Sunday is certainly possible. So make sure you have your eyes and ears, and I guess horns and horns and furry ears if you're a bull or a bear, open, right? So we could continue down a little bit further here over the next couple of days. Bitcoin on the 4-hour, right? I'm still looking at this fractal, right? I added a couple things to make it a little bit easier on the eyes, so you guys can see, you know, the touch points and what I'm kind of looking at for this fractal to play out. Now, the price action we got today threw a little wrench. It threw a little wrench in this fractal, okay? So we have a couple different ways that this could still play out, right? If we're looking at this from this sense where we could just be still on this area based off the fractal, right? And then from here on out, we would want to make higher lows going forward like we did here. We just continue to make higher lows. But we also, if we actually look at this from a different aspect, we actually could be right here, right? Which could be an interesting spot. Now, the price action is not the exact same, but you can see the general sentiment, what I'm talking about, right? Obviously, this one pumped up pretty high and came back down and made almost a double bottom and then continued up. But this one, obviously, we didn't pump up as high. We still got to pump up. And then we could, right now, be also making that double bottom and also W pattern before continuing back up to the upside. So we'll see if this continues to play out. Like I said, this is pure speculation. I don't see too many people talking about this. I like to talk about some different things than what all the other people are talking about over and over and over again. This is something I am looking at, and we're going to continue to look at going forward to see if this plays out. If you guys are new to the stream, this fractal is basically this price action right here, just scaled up, right? I just scaled it up a little bit, but I didn't change any of the patterns or anything like that. So almost the exact same distribution pattern we had to the downside, and then a Wyckoff accumulation before moving on to the upside. So we'll see if that continues to play out here, and we'll watch that closely. Let's go on over. So basically, we're not going to go through all this. We went through this yesterday. I do think that this could be the back test. Maybe this is the first back test of the spring, right? Yesterday, we thought maybe we did the back test yesterday. Maybe we're doing that today. Maybe this is the first initial test where this is the back off the spring, right? And this is the first test. And then we kind of do something like this, right? So obviously, we're going to keep moving. We're going to keep moving this as the price action happens. I mean, that's kind of what happens with these charts, right? It's just kind of pure speculation. We know there's only so much you can do with these charts, right? Most of the time, this stuff is pure speculation. But we'll continue to watch this, see if this plays out as well. The whales are going to do what they're going to do. Okay, let me do our annual whale here. Let me do our annual whale. That's going to come across the screen and eat all your Bitcoin, okay? So let's go to the dip. Make sure he eats the dip. There we go. Whale's eating the dip. All right. Whale's eating the dip. All right. He's going to go to hibernation now and wait for that next dip before he comes bottom back out. Okay. So everyone say hi to the whale, and we will welcome him back later. Okay. Daily still looks the same, right? Daily still looks the same. We still, as of now, still have that bullish divergence on the daily time frame. Now, what would invalidate this is if we go, if we look at this, what would probably invalidate this is if we dip below this level here at about 31,000. If we dip below that level, it looks like the RSI could start making a lower low there, which would invalidate this bullish divergence. So I do want to hold, right, like what I said, like 31,000. I do want to hold that level for kind of this to hold up here. Redistribution. It could be the redistribution too, right? I mean, that's why I have that up here. It could be the redistribution phase, or it could be this, we could be in phase D of the distribution, right? Where we're just kind of hitting that first support, which was our previous support to the left, and then continuing back down. We'll look at that kind of in our daily chart coming up here, but we could just be in the redistribution where this is kind of the pattern we're in. Let me get my path here. So we could just be in the distribution like this, where, you know, this is kind of just the redistribution before, you know, going into the next phase and continuing down, right? So that could be something that we're currently doing. But obviously, right now it's speculation to see whether we're at the accumulation or the distribution. So that's why I have both there to kind of go over that. So, but anyways, stock RSI on the daily still trying to point up here. Looks like it could be trying to actually come back down a little lower. We technically did not bottom out on the daily stock RSI, so keep that in mind. We could go a little bit lower here as well. Regular RSI is showing a little bit room to run to the downside as well. So both of these pointing to a little bit more downside action that is definitely possible here. So keep that in mind for all you bulls out there. That's keeping, like I said, keep your horns open, and be ready for any scenario, right? And the bears, If you guys have shorts open, keep your furry ears open, right? Keep your furry ears open, ready for any type of movement as well, okay? Bitcoin on the weekly. Let's check out a little bit of the long-term stuff. So obviously we know we broke our 21-week exponential moving average up there. And we have basically our 50-week moving average, which we've been talking about verbatim on the stream, which in every previous bear market, we've gotten a bounce of at least 50% back to the upside as we started our bear market. So you could look at, like I've always said, you could look at this from a bullish sense or a bearish sense. So far, so good. So far, so good. We are holding that 50-week moving average. But and anyone that's just joining the stream now, just to recap, or just joining the stream for the first time, every time we hit this 50-week in a bear market, we tend up getting at least a 50% move to the upside. Here's once, right? 52% move to the upside. And in 2013 as well, first move back to the downside, we hit it there. And we got approximately about, this one, we actually got 100% move to the upside before continuing back down to the bear market. So keep that in mind. You could look at this from a, I guess, a medium-term bullish, long-term bearish type of aspect, whatever you kind of want to look at it as. But that is that. Obviously, our 200-week moving average, which is our bear market low. We do not go lower than the 200-week moving average. I do want to keep you guys updated on where this is every couple days, right? Obviously, this moves up slowly because it's a super long-term time frame moving average. But as we know, it's our perfect bear market support. This doesn't show us the full data, but it was basically our full bear market support back here as our low. It was our support there as our low, and we actually closed that at there as our low. So that's our worst case scenario for Bitcoin, 13,400. But we have never pierced that in the history of Bitcoin, at least since we started kind of our cycles, right? At least before our deep depths of 2011, we haven't broken that 200-week moving average since it was actually a moving average, right? Since basically 200 weeks went on by. So weekly RSI slowly starting to get to that bottom there. That's what I want to see. If we can bottom out on that weekly RSI, right? Every single time we have bottomed out on that weekly RSI, it has led to a major, and I mean major, run to the upside. All right, just to give you guys a couple examples. Right now, we're sitting at approximately about a 42 on the RSI. The lowest Bitcoin has ever been on the weekly RSI is about a 26. So you can see how close we're actually getting to that level. So that could mean a little bit more downside, right? I don't want you guys to panic. But just keep that in mind. The lowest Bitcoin's ever been on the RSI is a 26. Right here is when we hit that. You can see it was our exact bottom before the 2017 bull market. You can see the second time was right here. That was our bear market low. And you can see the third time, we didn't actually get oversold on this one, but we bottomed out at approximately about a 32. And that was obviously the March crash last year. And each time this has led to a major run to the upside. Not going to say history has to repeat, right? If we do end up going that low. Obviously, if we did come back down here, that will result in Bitcoin probably dumping at least to 20K in that aspect if you want the RSI to bottom out there. I don't think that would be necessarily a bad thing if that did happen. I think that would be super bullish for the long-term aspect of Bitcoin here. But do keep that in mind here as we start to go forward. Now, our stock RSI has been bottomed out forever now. This thing has been coiling up, ready to move back up to the upside. Like I said, I think this is just waiting for Bitcoin. I think this is waiting for the RSI on Bitcoin to bottom out, right? Sideways action can also make this slowly go down. If we go sideways and slightly down, right, over the next couple 5, 6, 7 weeks, right? I know that sounds absolutely torturous. Absolutely freaking torturous. I know it does, all right? So I hate sideways action. I'd personally rather have downwards action than sideways action. Downwards action gives me better buying opportunities. Sideways action doesn't give me buying opportunities. Also doesn't give me gains to the upside. Sideways sucks. I know, guys. But sideways wouldn't be the worst thing, right? It would cool down our RSI. Our stock RSI, like I said, is already bottomed out here, ready to move back up to the upside. You can see it's been chilling down here. It's been literally chilling, ready to move. And I think we're just waiting for this to cool off. and then we're going to start our next run to the upside. That's truly what I believe. And we'll see. Like I said, short term, I know I just went over a bunch of stuff, right? Long term, I remain bullish as these horns up here, even though this is actually a bearish indicator at the moment. These are actually devil horns. These are not bull horns. Keep that in mind. I'm actually little short-term bearish right now, but I am long-term bullish here, and I'll continue to be as we go on, right? So I'll stand by that. Crypto Fear and Greed Index. We're actually at a 27. Something tells me this is going to be extreme, a lot lower. Once this kind of updates, I know this updates in 41 minutes actually on our daily open. So I think this is going to be a lot lower. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be between 15 and 10. If I have to guess, seems to be a lot of fear in the market, and I do think that I can tell by Twitter, and I can tell by the chat today that everyone's pretty bearish right now, which is understandable, right? The chart does not look great at the moment. But like I said, we went over a bunch of different bullish opportunities, as well as the bearish opportunities, right? We talk about multiple times the possible, obviously the daily head and shoulders pattern that everyone and their mother's talking about, right? We've talked about the possible distribution pattern that could still be playing out here. But there is a lot of bullish possibilities that are still starting to play out here. A lot of the bullish indicators are starting to point to a reversal within the near future, right? So keep that in mind, guys. All right, let's go over a couple of macro stuff here. Market cap dominance of Bitcoin. I don't know why I said it in that order, but just ignore me, guys. Oh, shout out to Speedway. Shout out to freaking Speedway. Because I can't afford Dunkin' in a bear market, guys. Can't afford Dunkin' in a bear market. Just kidding, guys. Or am I kidding? You'll never know. Anyways, Bitcoin dominance. We are dropping a little bit here. I don't think this is going to last. Like I said yesterday, this could just be a back test of this 3 previous highs. Could just be a quick back test on this before we continue on up to 50% dominance. That's what I'm expecting here. I don't really expect much else besides that. We keep making higher lows on this. Like I said, 50% will come as long as the sentiment remains bearish. This is what happens. When the sentiment remains bearish, Bitcoin dominance rises, right? People get afraid to invest in altcoins. People dump their altcoins because what are altcoins, right? Altcoins are speculative. Bitcoin is too, but Bitcoin's a little bit known as more of a safe haven than altcoins. So when the market's looking a little shaky, when the market's looking a little bearish, people are going to be dumping their altcoins. So expect this to continue up here until Bitcoin starts breaking some key resistances, 42,000, 48,000. Then you'll probably see the altcoins start to rise here in the short term, okay? What's up, Algo? Why does the milkshake machine never work when I show up? You know why? Because I eat it all. I eat it all every day. I eat it all because I look at the charts every day, and I have to eat it all. I stress eat, and I say it's broken. I tell my boss it's broken when in reality, I just ate the whole thing. And I apologize. You guys can probably see I've gained a lot of weight in the last couple of weeks, and it's really been I've been stress eating out of the ice cream machine. So I apologize, Algo. It's kind of my fault. I apologize to everyone in the stream. Anyways, Bitcoin shorts. Holy majoli. It's actually the first time I'm looking at this today. Bitcoin shorts. Absolutely rising. Like absolute crazy. Is this the biggest day the Bitcoin shorts have ever had on Bitfinex? Holy moly. Yeah, at least on this chart. This looks like the most shorts that have been open on Bitcoin ever in one day on Bitfinex. That is absolutely insane. So this looks like it's going to be testing its highs. I mean, that's you can look at that as a bullish indicator because if we get any upwards price action, these will all be liquidated. You could also take this as a bearish indicator. That's going to push the price down there. I look at it as more of a bullish indicator because if we get these whales start buying these dips, all these shorts are going to get liquidated, which causes a cascading effect to the upside. I think shorting is shorting Bitcoin can make you a lot of freaking money in uncertain times like we're in right now. I think it's actually good for the bulls, to be honest. You could say the same thing for longs and leverage longs when we're going down, right? But right now, I think this is actually slightly bullish here. They will get wrecked. Yeah. The whale's going to let them shorts win. No, the shorts, the whales always want to screw over the herd mentality. So the herd mentality looks like shorts. We'll see if they get destroyed. We'll see if they get destroyed. Total market cap. Let's see what's going on here. Not really much. I mean, this is the weekly time frame. Let's go to the daily on this thing. The daily does not look great, to be honest with you guys. If we just look at this from the daily time frame, why is this all weird? Hold on. 20 and the 10. What the? Hold on. I don't know why I have my 20. Why is that the 10? Let me go to the 30. Hold up. All right, there we go. So basically our 20 and our 30 moving averages I use as kind of our supports and our resistances, right? So you can see we're kind of confirming those as resistances now on the downside. You can see here's our relative support going up. Now it's our relative resistance coming down. So that is not good. We confirm that as resistance. Just looking at this, I don't like the general structure of this. If you look here, I'm actually going to move this line up here. What we actually did here is we dumped below this level, the key level about 1.4 trillion, came back up, back tested that as new resistance, and have now moved back down. So that is definitely not what you want to see, right? That's the opposite of flipping a previous resistance as new support. We've now flipped previous support as new resistance. So that's not good. It looks like we're dipping right now, actually, on the total market cap. It looks like it's not really reflecting in the Bitcoin price, but we'll see what this goes. Next support I've seen here for total is 1.2 trillion at the moment. We'll see if we end up hitting that on the daily time frame. DXY still going sideways today. Still going sideways, if not slightly down today. We haven't really seen, I mean, I guess we've kind of seen a correlation with Bitcoin. Today we really didn't. It's kind of more of a macro thing, right? The everyday, day-to-day price action is not going to completely follow the US dollar index, but it's more of a macro thing. When you're looking at the weekly time frame, in general, when this is going up, Bitcoin's going to struggle. When it's going down, Bitcoin's going to do well. So it's going down on the week. I still expect this to continue up here, but nonetheless, we'll continue to watch the DXY over time. Not much new on that. What's my wife doing today? What's my wife doing today? ETH targets. Yeah, we're going over ETH right now. ETH targets. Let's go over some of these. So it looks like Ethereum's probably on its way right now, depending on what Bitcoin does. We know if Bitcoin bounces off its current level that it's at right now, which it definitely could. We're not really seeing that buy pressure come in, but we know as soon as the new daily opens up, we could be seeing that new move to the upside. We've seen it in the past. We actually saw that on the last dip for BTC. Is when we opened up that new 4-hour candle right here, right? We actually got a big dip down to the downside. Hold on. That volume candle's in the way because it was so big. We opened up our new 4-hour candle right there. We got a big dip down to the downside and then a big move up. So we could see something similar to that where we open up this new 4-hour candle here, get a big dip on the open, right? And then get bought right back up before we close. That's something that could happen here. So don't be surprised if you do see something like that. Or even this dip right here where we dipped big, right? And then we get a new 4-hour candle open, right? And you can see right when we got that open, we instantly just started to move back up to the upside. So we could be seeing something like that too. Don't be surprised if this next 4-hour candle we see is either going to be a big red candle or a big green candle. It's going to be one of the two. So it should be interesting to see which one it is. But that's going to instantly impact these altcoins. If Bitcoin bounces, probably expect Ethereum to come back up to probably retest this local high here at about 2034, right about here. If Bitcoin does dip back to the downside, I'm looking at the next support being about 1700. If we break 1700 on the daily time frame, I'm looking at this of more of a long-term view right now. look for a move for Ethereum back down to about 1440, which is its previous all-time high, right? We don't want to break 1440. That's the level to watch for ETH. You don't want to break the previous all-time high. So that's really ETH. That's what we're watching at right now. It's what it really comes down to for Ethereum is what I've noticed here on this dip back down is getting back over its 20-day moving average. We've hit it as resistance once, twice, 3 times. We just can't get back over that 20-day moving average. That's what it's going to take for me to see ETH as more of a bullish momentum back here to the upside. So we'll continue to watch ETH over here for the next couple of days, but that's really what we're watching for ETH. Cardano actually holding up pretty well still at 126. So actually, last time Bitcoin was at these prices, I think Cardano went all the way down to about $1. And right now it's sitting at 126. So Cardano actually holding up very, very well here. Now, if Bitcoin does dip here to, you know, what it did last time, right? If it dips back down to 28,800, somewhere around that area, probably expect Cardano to make another wick down here to $1. But as you know at Cardano, every time we wick close to $1, it gets bought up like a piece of pie at the I don't know where I'm going with this. At some cotton candy at the local fair, right? It gets bought up real quick, or it gets a better one. It gets bought up like the ice cream at McDub's. Why? Because there's never any ice cream. So that's kind of what we're watching here for Cardano. But same thing with Cardano. I want to see us get back over this 20-day moving average, and then we should be good to go as long as Bitcoin continues up, right? So that is Cardano. And then at the local McDonald's. Yes. Oh, I'm going to crack the neck. All right, we're good. Anyways, what's Bitcoin doing? Just want to check on Bitcoin, 31,500, not doing anything. Okay, let's go to coin market cap real quick, go over some of these things. Bitcoin down about 9%. It looks like mostly everything is down between 8 and 12%. So I'm not going to go over too many things here, but keep that in mind. We do have some actual gainers today. Wow. We have Quant continuing up 22.72%. Who here owns Quant? Waterfly, I do not hate you. Rashad, thank you for the $50 super chat, man. I haven't even looked at the super chats yet, but that's super generous of you, dude. Keep buying that dip for us, Rashad. Means a lot for all of us. Guys, if you didn't know, Rashad is a whale. He holds the line for us at 30K. You guys notice every single time Bitcoin tries to drop down 30K, it gets bought up like a ice cream at the local McDonald's, right? So I'm expecting us to get by tomorrow, because of Rashad, to be back over the screen box. Expect us to be back over 32,000 by tomorrow, in my opinion, because of Rashad. All right. Anyways, Quant up 22.72%. Claire, you got Quant? Wow, you guys are killing it. You guys are absolutely killing it. I do love you all, guys. Even the bears, I poke fun at you guys, but we're all friends in here. Like I always compare it to, just because people have different opinions doesn't mean you can't be friends. I compare it to a lot of my friends having different sports teams, right? So I'm a Celtics fan. I have friends that are New York Giants fans, New York Yankees fans, Los Angeles Lakers fans, Miami Heat fans. I have a lot of friends that are different fans. Do I hate them when we play? Yes. Are we still friends at the end of the day? Yes. So we can all be friends even though we don't agree on the general direction of Bitcoin. At the end of the day, we're all long-term bulls. Some of us just want the price to go lower so we can buy it lower. Some of us just are sick of buying lower and just want the price to go up. So that's the way I look at it. Let's all be friends in here. We can all poke fun at each other. I poke fun of the bears so that the bears can poke fun at me for all they want. Just don't be too over the top. Just be respectful about it, right? Except if you're talking about Shiba. If you're talking about Shiba, you're done. Anyways, exactly, Justice. Justice prevails. You are exactly right, man. Market makers do exactly what they want to do. Anyways, CeeLo up 13%, Decred up 4%, and then everything else is pretty much down today. Shiba is actually holding up pretty well. Only down 2.77%. That is slightly unfortunate, but it's still sitting at number 28. So still holding strong as far as our ranking and market cap there goes. Anyways, Neo wants it to go sideways. We all want them to go down on us. Yes, we all want. I want Ethereum to go down on me, but I want all the other ones to go up here. So keep that in mind. All right, let's see what Bitcoin's doing here. We know we had that bullish divergence. It looks like we're getting a short-term bounce here. Like I told you guys, I do expect us to at least get a short-term bounce. We'll see if we can get back over 32,200. That's going to be a pretty big resistance there. If we can't, we probably move a little bit lower. If we can, probably look for a move back up to retest 34,400. Like I said, the hourly RSI, we have bullish divergence and we're oversold at the moment. So expect at least a short-term bounce. I don't know how high it's going to go necessarily. Right? The whales are going to buy it up as much as they want right now and leave some for maybe later, but we'll find out, right? Sammy said Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu. What's up, Star-Lord? Star-Lord's one of my bearish friends in here. Aiden zooming out all the way to Mackie D's. Exactly. All right. So let me go over some of these super chats here, and then we will go back to Bitcoin, shall we? Let's see. Neil said, "I want a number 6 with large fries and a Coke." We're actually out of fries today. The only thing we have is apple pies. Is that okay with you, Neil? No? Well, you can go to Burger King then. All right, you can go to Burger King. If I worked at McDub's, I would be so mean to customers. Imagine me at McDub's. What? You don't like McDub's? You're bearish on McDub's? Well, you know what? There's a bullish divergence on the large fry. Okay, so if you want to go to Burger King, go ahead. Okay, it's a freaking meme. Tom said, "Do you use stock RSI or a parabolic SAR in your TA? Much significance for bearish parabolic SAR signal on the monthly. Read it, got triggered recently. I use the stock RSI, man. I don't use the parabolic SAR, SAR. I use the stock RSI, though. It seems to work better for me, at least. Daily looks good. Bearish, you said this bearish parabolic signal on the monthly. Yeah, I don't use that, man. What happened to the dot? What happened to the dot falling like crazy? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Fix your damn ice cream machines. Poppy said, "To be crystal clear, I'm bullish AF, but drooling at the thought of dirt, bottom, cheap alts. Let's embrace that we are early in the game. Peace." What's up, Papa Nala Shelly? I agree with you, man. But peace out. You probably already left by now, but peace out, man. I agree with you, dude. But and that's the reason why I don't think it drops like too much lower. I think most people are drooling at the thought of cheap altcoins and cheap Bitcoin. So it's going to get to that point where everyone's going to think it's at a price where it's too cheap to pass up. Where that price is going to be, no one freaking knows. We can't read the minds of the general public. So actually, you know what? That's a good poll. That's a good poll. Hold on. Wyclef should stick to wrap and stay out of TA. Unless it's an accumulation one. If it's an accumulation one, we'll like it, right? But that's definitely true nonstop. Thank you for Super Chat, man. Fashad said, "Think twice before you place a short for Bitcoin sellers. Rest in peace, best believe." Yeah, I mean, the short sellers are about to probably get liquidated here because the whales like to liquidate these shorts. So if you guys are shorting, just be aware that the whales are probably looking at they do look at that stuff. They do look at that stuff. They're probably looking at this and saying, "Yummy, that's some yummy dinner right there. Let's eat these shorts. Let's eat these shorts." You know, as you say it in Boston. But we'll say Bitcoin getting a little bounce right now. Let's actually do a poll real quick. Let's actually do the poll. Let's do a poll. You guys will like this poll too. I think this is going to be a really, really good poll. What's up, Jazz? You on your break? Anyways, when, all right, so if you guys don't own Bitcoin or don't plan on owning Bitcoin, don't answer this poll. I only want people who are planning on buying Bitcoin to answer this poll. Or if you want to answer this poll, basically tell me when Bitcoin, which level you would buy altcoins if Bitcoin dipped to one of these levels. So say if Bitcoin, would you buy Bitcoin if it dumped to, would you buy altcoins if Bitcoin dropped to 20K, 15K, 25K? Which level would you buy altcoins at relative to where Bitcoin's at? Okay, so you guys who are altcoin maximalists can answer this poll in this way, okay? It's going to be a good poll. It's going to be a damn good poll, I think. 30K, 5K, 20K, 20K, and below. This is going to be a really good poll. 25K, 20K. Okay, ready guys? When will you buy Bitcoin next? All right, go. Answer this poll. Answer this poll. Let me make sure it makes sense. Doesn't make sense. This does not make any freaking sense. This does not make any freaking sense. I should have made sure it made sense before I did it. God. All right, the 30K, just make 30K between 30K and 25K. 30K and 25K. You guys get the sense there, okay? All right, but it looks like any way you look at it, it looks like most people. All right, let me restart the poll. Let me restart the poll. That was freaking miserable. That was a miserable attempt at a poll. Holy crap. Anyways, because I think this is a pretty good poll. I think this is going to tell us where most people would buy Bitcoin, even though I think it's really a changing bar. Because say if Bitcoin, all right, before I do this poll, say if Bitcoin does drop to 28K, and a lot of people that are going to vote that they would buy between 25 and 30K, and Bitcoin was going down heavy here, would you actually do it? I think your answer would change based on the current price action, right? So I don't hold too much weight in these polls, but I do think they can mean something. But I think people's ideology on where they would buy coins changes. So when will buy BTC or alts? So basically, the question's gonna be when will you buy BTC or alts? Once again, this is gonna be, if you're an altcoin maximalist, what level will you buy altcoins when Bitcoin's at these relative levels, right? Let me make sure this makes sense this time before we get too far into it here. 30K to 25K, 25K to 20K, 20K to, I'm gonna do 20K to 10K, and then we're gonna do out of fiat. So I'm gonna do a couple of different answers here. All right, so 35, 25, 25, 20, 25, 10, out of fiat. Go. Let's see. Out of fiat. Most people are going to be out of fiat at this point. It looks like the majority of people are going to buy between 30K and 25K. Like I said, I don't know if most people are going to actually buy there if it happens, right? A lot of people will say they will, but will they actually do it? I don't know. And this poll is an exact reason why I don't think Bitcoin go much lower than 28K, right? You see 50% of people will buy when Bitcoin is between 30 and 25K. then what are the whales thinking, right? What are the whales thinking? Respect. Of course, this would be a biased poll. Yes. No lie, though. I'm running out of fiat. How does this poll not make sense? It makes perfect sense. All the above. All right, so it looks like... All right, I'm going to end the poll there. We got a good amount of votes on that one, 500 votes. Looks like most people will buy between 30K and 25K. The whales don't care. They can wait. Yeah, they can wait. They're patient, I guess. They play the long game. Makes no sense to buy between 30 and 25K. Why does it make sense? Why doesn't it make sense? But like I always said, like I just said though, people's opinions change. Just because they say they're going to buy now doesn't necessarily mean they will buy. If, like I said, if Bitcoin starts going like this, right, your mind might change. You might not buy there. You might wait because you're going to think, oh, it's going to go lower. So it's all human psychology. I bet if Bitcoin was right here, the answer would be a lot different. The answer would be a lot different, right? Oliver said, poop floats just like Bitcoin. That was the most random message I've ever seen in my life. I had to say it. Anyways, Ann with the $10 super chat. Thank you, Ann. I don't know if you actually have two Anns as your name, but that is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Bitcoin attempting a bounce here before its daily close. We got approximately 16 minutes until our daily close here at about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Telcoin launches their exchange app within the next week. It's 2 cents. Tel. I like Tel. Tel is one of those coins where I was looking at actually before it really exploded. I didn't invest in it. It's one of my biggest ones where I'm like, damn, if I invest in that, I'd be sad. But it's one of those. I was looking at this down here when it was 200-300 in market cap. I thought it was a cool project. I didn't invest in it, but it's obviously performed really well. Still got that possible double bottom action. We'll see if this holds, right? If Bitcoin dips here, you got to hold 1.6 cents. 1.6 cents is really the level on the daily, right? If you break that, could be coming all the way back down to 0.8 cents because that's your previous, that's really your support on the daily. You said you went pretty much straight up here, so you don't have too much support looking down. But that's really what you're watching here. No bullish divergence, no bearish divergence on the daily time frame. Below your 20-day moving average. You got to follow Bitcoin here, right? You got to follow Bitcoin. Super bullish. Yes. AMP and Flex Network will be the future of crypto payments. NFA. Check out the white paper. Check out the white paper for AMP, guys. AMP. I like AMP. Obviously, the price action's been performing super well lately. And if you didn't know about a lot of the bullish things come out, definitely go check out white paper and the roadmap and stuff like that. Definitely lucid. I'm a big fan of AMP. George said all of the above. Definitely. Crypto Shock with a $20 super chat. Thank you, Crypto Shock. That's super generous, you dude. Love the channel, brother. Thank you, man. That's super nice words. Thank you for the kind words. Kind words go 1,000 ways. People don't say kind words enough. So appreciate it. Like I said, bears and bulls are welcome on my stream where we play. I might be a little biased to the bullish side, but I am welcome to all bearish scenarios as well. So always keep that in mind when you're watching my stream. I am a biased bull, right, for the long term. But when things look bearish in the short term, I will flip bearish in the short term. Things look bearish right now in the short term. In the medium and long term, the indicators are starting to point to a relative bottom, like I said. So we'll see what happens here in the short term. I'm not too worried, though. Rashad with another $50 super chat. Holy crap, man. Rashad holding the line here at 31K. Seriously, man. Seriously. How my man Coins Kid says it should and always retested the support. Don't be fearless, fellas. Or fearful, fellas. I'll bounce. We are still bulling. Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, I know everyone's talking about this, but I still think this is in play. This has been talking to freaking death. And at a point, like, it's tough as a streamer because I know I talk about this every single day, but it still is playing out like this, right? This still looks like the back test. It still look like this could be the test, right? Where this circle is right here. That could be the spring. This could be the test, right? We come back down, we make a higher low, and then we start our run, right? I mean, still looks like that could be the case here, right? We're back testing that spring, okay? And we could bounce here. You just want to hold 31,150. You just want to hold that level, and it's still looking like if you get a bounce off that level, bam, you made a higher low, and you know you could start moving back up. But it's got to happen first. That's just speculation at this point, and I understand the bearish scenario that we could just be in this, you know, SOW phase, LPSY phase here, basically phase D, where we're just consolidating, right, below our previous lows, turning them into resistance before moving on lower. I can totally understand that scenario too. We just have to wait for the price action to play out, right? No one has, like I always say, guys, tomorrow I'm making so many freaking stuff. So much new stuff. But anyways, I can't bust out the crystal ball as much as I want to bust out the damn crystal ball. You know, no one can. So this is the fun, as people want to call it. Like, think about how actually entertaining crypto is, right? A lot of you guys come and watch my stream every single day. Crypto is entertaining. It's a journey, right? It's a long-term journey, but in the short term, it's pretty damn entertaining. Think about how many hours you look at your phone, whether it be on Coinbase, whether it be on whatever exchange you use. How many hours you look at TradingView every day? How many hours you're in Discord every day? How many hours you're on crypto Twitter every day? On YouTube every day? Crypto is entertainment. It's crazy, but it's a long-term journey as far as price action goes. It's just it's fun. It's fun. I think even as a bull, it's fun to see the price go down because you know where it's going to go in the short term and the long term, right? You know where it's going to go in the long term. Short-term price action's fun. Sideways freaking sucks, man. Sideways freaking sucks. Crypto is fear. We watch you terrified. Yes, crypto is fear and greed, right? Fear and greed. It's a perfect scenario. All right, guys, we got 10 minutes until our daily open today. That's what we're kind of waiting for on right now. Because like I said, every time we dip into this green box, the next 4-hour candle tends to be a big green dildo. I can look at it a couple times in the past to give you guys an example. But you can see in this one, we came back into the green box. And we got a massive wick to the upside. This one came back into the green box, massive wick. Next green candle was a massive green candle. This one we came back down. Next candle was a big green candle. This one came back down, big wick, massive green candle. Obviously, we consolidate a little bit in this one, but will it happen again? That is what we're waiting for. On this next 4-hour candle that is about to open on 9 minutes. 9 minutes here. Later, Fashad. Have a good one, man. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Enjoy your Friday nights. Weekend of Doom. BlockFi is lowering their rates yet again starting July 1st. Yeah, they keep dropping their rates. Why do you think? Why do you think that I have them up on my stream anymore as a sponsor? Man. But yeah, crypto really is fascinating to me. Yes. I think we're going to test 21K. 21K is kind of a random level. It's kind of random. I think what we're looking at here, kind of, if we go to the weekly time frame, if you want to look at some of that stuff, I mean, the couple levels I'm still watching here. If we take out our fib on the weekly, still watching our golden pocket here. 618 and our 6.65, still sitting right in between approximately about 26,000 or 27,000 and 25,000. That's kind of our golden pocket I'm watching there. Tends to be a it tends to be our pullback area most of the freaking time, before at least getting a dead cat bounce. Just to give you guys an example, right here on our dead cat bounce right here. Let me get rid of this one here. Back down here on this dead cat bounce, we came back up. You can see we dipped back down to our 0.618, and then we bounced off that level, right? Obviously, the March thing happened. We dumped back down, but if that craziness didn't happen last year, we would just went sideways here. So that 0.618, I mean, that's just one example, but I can find you guys tons of examples of the 0.618 being the level where you usually pull back to. So I could see 27,000, 25,000. I mean, that's our golden pocket there. See if I can find any other examples for you as far as that goes. Let's see. Let's check out the 2017 one, just out of curiosity. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much... This one wasn't perfect. This one wasn't perfect. What's interesting with this one, though, is... Yeah, this one, the first initial dip actually went to that golden ratio, or golden pocket, and we actually bounced off that level dead cat bounce. So sometimes it could lead to, you know, the end of a downturn. Sometimes it can just be a dead cat bounce, but usually at least you get a short-term bounce off that Fibonacci level. So we'll see if we get it this time, if we even dip that low. I think a lot of people are going to be watching that level, so we might not even dip that low, honestly. So we'll see. A lot of that stuff gets front run, and everyone and their mother's watching those levels and all that stuff. So we'll watch that. Pump it. Theta was like $5 for a few hours the other day. Oh, man. At what level will these shorts get liquidated? How low can Theta go? Thanks, Carrie. What's up, Carrie? What level will these shorts get liquidated? I don't know. I don't know. It depends on wherever they put the shorts in, right? So we'll find out, right? We'll find out. I mean, there's a lot of these buggers here. There's a lot of these freaking buggers. But we'll find out as time goes on. I mean, a lot of them probably put their shorts in just based on where they put. I mean, 25,000. They put it on June 25th is when we started the big dump. If we just look at that, I mean, when did they really start going up? June 25th. So I have a feeling most of them are probably put their shorts in, you know, somewhere in this general vicinity. So I think most of them will probably get liquidated, you know, by the time we even get close to, I think all of them will be liquidated probably by 35,300. Depends on where a lot of them put their stop losses and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, the whales usually like to screw around with the little shorts and the bulls too, in the shorts. I'll hit you up on Discord tonight. Boots. Will we ever see these prices again if accumulation plays out? This could be. What I'm personally thinking that this accumulation is maybe setting up to be our next bear market low. Okay, because we're building. Even though we've been in this level forever, right? Twice. We've been in this level forever, twice. So we could be building a lot of support here for our possible next bear market low. I could definitely see that happening. If you look at back to our weekly time frame, you can see all the support we're building up here on the weekly. There's going to be a lot of support here. So maybe, you know, if we maybe accumulate, go a little bit lower, sideways, a little bit lower, maybe something like this, and then we continue up towards the end of this year, beginning of next year. We top out, whatever level we top out at. I could see, you know, this being kind of maybe the bear market low, right? Something like this. I could definitely see that. But we'll see. I think it's definitely possible, even if we continue up. Maybe we see these prices again. No one knows. No one knows. It's all speculation at this point. It's all speculation. Or bear market high. Could be. Could be. Let's bear that beer meat. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything here. Leveling Up said, look at Shiba. LOL. It seems to be holding support decently compared to some others. So I don't look at meme coins. Leveling Up, I'll look at it on CoinMarketCap for you, but I do not chart meme coins because meme coins have a mind of their own. They don't respect TA. Bitcoin and Ethereum and the high caps barely respect TA. So Shiba doesn't really either. But yeah, I mean, it's leveling off. I mean, it's following Bitcoin up to a sense. Bitcoin's been going sideways for the last couple of weeks. So is Shiba, all right? But man, look at him. He looks angry. He looks angry at me. I'm gonna get out of here. Should have a sign up on there that says, "Beware of dog. Beware of dog." Whale alerts huge in past 3 hours. USDC to trading. So whales are moving from stable coins to exchanges. That's I would think that's usually a good thing, right? I mean, that probably means they're going to end up buying. So we shall find out, unless they're planning to short the market. But I'm thinking that is bullish because they're getting their cash ready to load up. I think that's what's going to happen here. I mean, we know last time we were dropping into these levels, like I've said a million times last time we dipped back down into here, we got crazy amount of buy pressure. Like, look at the amount of volume that came in here on this wick. It almost rivaled the sell volume that we had here, right? Not quite, but still a lot of volume there. I'm expecting if we dip back down here to have another big wick to the upside, just like we did here. There's just too much buy pressure in those high 20Ks. Every time we dip back down there, we literally don't last an hour, right? It's literally one quick wick back to the upside. So that's what I'm expecting. Unless we get a 4-hour close below 31,150, then we could start maybe thinking, maybe we can go a little bit lower here. But until we get a 4-hour close below 31,150, in my opinion, we're A-okay. We're A-okay. Michael said, let's get those likes to 1,000 for our buddy Air Jordan. See, I was actually really good at basketball as a kid, but the one thing I couldn't do was damn jump. I was fast as heck. Fast as a mother, okay? But I could not jump. And don't make any jokes, okay? Thank you, Mike. Appreciate the kind words, man. It is hard work, but I enjoy what I do, so I cannot complain. A lot of people work harder than I do, and don't enjoy what they like to do. So I never complain about what I'm doing. There are times where it's the market's really negative, really red. There's a lot of negativity on social media, stuff like that. But it's a different kind of hard, right? A lot of people bust their freaking butt for 12 hours a day, right? So am I really working hard compared to them? No, right? I've been one of those people that worked 12, sometimes even 14 hours a day, a couple of years ago. So I understand that hustle, and that's a different kind of hustle. But appreciate it, man. Thanks for the kind words. And yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say to that, man. Actually, BTC pumping. All right, we got a new daily. Let's see if Bitcoin pumps on the new daily time frame here. Bitcoin pumping here, 31,700. I'm bullish on McDonald's. I am bullish on McDonald's, man. Still, we're not really pumping. I mean, the new daily. Let's see the new daily time frame. The daily. I mean, the daily looked pretty bearish, right? We got a bearish engulfing candle on the daily. We'll see what happens here, guys. We'll see what happens here. I mean, these new dailies lately have been a little bit volatile. So let's stick on the 4-hour time frame here, see what we do. But I see Krim and Karma as a super chat. Boots Gaming said Bitcoin and ETH like Krim and Karma. That's so true, man. That is so freaking true. That's so true. Guys, I could not jump. I was always the fastest person on my team, right? Whether it was in high school, whether it was in college, right? I was always the fastest person on my team, but I could not freaking jump. So I was more crafty. I compared my game to kind of like a Manu Ginobili type of crafty. Euro player, right? But yeah, that's how I compare me. Just Wes said, I don't like this. I hate the stream, so I like. Thank you, Wes. I know that was a joke yesterday. Someone says someone said they hate my stream. I forget what the joke was. It was a joke though. But thank you, Wes, man. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you have a good day. I always see your pictures over on IG. You're always eating something good, dude. You're always eating something good. You're as much as a food addict to me. Seems like good food addict. Is Mickey D's getting publicly traded stock? I gotta ask my boss. My boss wasn't in today, so I actually, guys, after my 5th day there, I was actually promoted to shift leader. So I actually make $1 over minimum wage now, which I need, right? I need to invest in more Cardano. So that extra $1 I make every day is 1 extra Cardano that I can make. So make sure, don't take that any money you can for granted, right? I started as a cashier. I went to drive-through, and now I'm shift lead after 5 days. Can you guys believe it? Do you work at McDonald's? Yes, Dave. I work at McDubs. I actually really like it, right? I really like it. It's been really good the last 5 days. Jordan's a poor man's Manu Ginobili. Pretty much, man. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. Yeah, Boots. Bitcoin ETH is like Crim and Karma. Yeah. I would probably say Crim and Scump. My order goes Crim, Scump, and Karma as far as GOAT goes. That's my opinion. I probably put Formal as number 4. You could put Aches up there as well, depending on how far you go back, but that's where we're going for here, man. Craving a Big Mac now. Someone said congrats. It's 8 extra Cardano, you said, per hour. Oh, yes, per hour. So I can buy 8 extra Cardano per day. It's great. Yeah, guys. Cesare, I definitely agree with you, man. If you guys are leverage trading, make sure you guys are being careful about it. There's nothing wrong with leverage trading. Just be prepared for when you do it to your balance at some point is probably going to hit 0. It's a learning experience. No one's going to jump into leverage trading and all of a sudden be a freaking boss and retire, right? It's a learning experience. It is definitely a learning experience. So hence why I don't leverage trade anymore. I did it a lot in the bear market. I'll probably be doing it more in the bear market, the next bear market, right? When we bottom out, because in the bear market there's a lot of swings and a lot of consolidation. You can trade a lot of ranges. I don't trade in any bull market or any big downtrends because you're gonna get screwed in those. But in long consolidation periods. Like even right now, it's not a bad time, but I don't think the bull market's over. I think we're going to bounce at some point here. So I don't find a need to trade right now, but I will. Can you check BMAC? Formal is the goated AR. Agreed. Yeah. Little bull. All right, Bitcoin is dropping here on the new day, very slightly. Nothing to worry about now. We're holding up pretty well. Speedway coffee is both better and more consistent. Yeah, Speedway is not bad. I have to give it some credit. Like, I get a new one every day. They have like 4 different flavors up there, and I scoop one up. It's not too bad. Like I said, you got to do what you got to do. It's saving me another $2. That's another two Cardano. So. Basically, me getting a raise to become a shift manager, that allows me, for an 8-hour shift, I can buy 8 extra Cardano, and instead of me getting a Dunkin' coffee every day, and I get a Speedway coffee, that saves me $2 a day. So then I can buy 10 extra Cardano per day. You guys get where I'm going there, right? 10 per day. That's going to get me approximately about, if you do the math, that's about an extra, what, 300 Cardano a month. Okay. You get where I'm going with this here? That crap adds up. That adds up. Jazz, you're off right now. You don't work late on Fridays, huh? Can I have a supersized fries? The vegan ones. Yes, you can. You can. How am I doing is the real question, Jar. I am doing pretty well, man. I'm doing pretty well. I cannot complain. I cannot complain. Like I said, I do not really complain about much. One of my philosophies in life is don't complain, because there's always someone out there that is having a worse day than you, that's having a worse year than you. There's always someone out there that's having a worse time. Okay, so if there's one thing you can take from me is never complain in life. Yeah, most of the time you have it better than 98% of the world, right? So just always remember that. A lot of our problems are first world problems, right? So keep that in mind. Hold on. Where was I? Expert crypto student said, at the bottom of the bear market, at the bottom of the bear market, where was I? Hold on. Whenever it comes this year, lowest price you see ETH at, and do you see all alts coming down to March 2020 levels, March 2021 levels? I don't see that. I mean, like I said, if we go based off the ETH previous bull market, if you go off the previous bull market in here, the moon phases here, Jordan. Yeah, we'll check out the moon phases, silent gamers, for sure, man. But if we look at the previous bear market for, let's just take Ethereum, right? Just because you used it as an example. Ethereum dropped approximately about 94%. Now, I don't think the high cap altcoins drop 94% again. I think we drop a lot less than that. Now, if we take it in this instance, let's take it from, our fib. Let's do our fibs, right? So let's see where we actually went to. So we broke all our fibs for that one. Let's do something a little bit different. Let's take our halfway point here and take our fibs, see if we have anything. Yeah. So, I mean, we broke all our fib targets for Ethereum in a sense, right? So the only thing we can really look at is it dropped 94%. Will we do that again? That's the question. It depends on where Bitcoin drops to in a sense, right? But like if we were to do what we did last time, I don't think this is necessarily going to happen, but if we drop 94%, that would put Ethereum at approximately about $259. Like I said, if this was a bear market, that would be the price. I don't expect that to happen. I think that's a little bit silly. It's very, very silly in my opinion. The other thing we can look at is like the 200-week moving average, right? So if we flip this over to the weekly and we took our 200-week moving average, I think Ethereum should be up. Whoops. MA moving average, and let's just put our 200-week moving average. So if it was to do the same thing as Bitcoin in a sense, our 200-week moving average for ETH right now sits at $550. Now, we know in the bear market, Bitcoin goes to its 200-week moving average. We don't know if Ethereum does that yet, just because we don't have enough data to back test that for Ethereum. So this is just kind of pure guessing right now, but 553. Obviously, this is a moving average that continues up every single week. Could definitely be an option too, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see for ETH. But that's a good question, man. Hold on. Great buying opportunity for Matic right now at 104. How's Matic? I do want to accumulate some Matic. I don't know how it's really performing. I haven't really looked at it today. Yeah, I mean, this would be a place to accumulate some Matic. I might have to do it after stream today. Who thinks I should buy some Matic? Who here thinks I should buy some Matic? Should I pump the price a little bit? I wish I could bump the price. Maybe one day. One day I'll be a whale. But in all seriousness, I think I've been thinking about accumulating some Matic. Like I said, with my raise, I could maybe buy, instead of buying 8 Cardano, I could buy 8 Matic. So, yeah, I mean, this is a good place to buy. I mean, if it does dip, I'll probably watch what Bitcoin does here, just for the altcoins at least. But if Matic was to dump to like approximately right here, could be a good point, about 88 cents too. Maybe I'll put a buy order at 88 cents for Matic there as well, maybe. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's dumped pretty significantly there from its highs. 62%. I mean, this would be about a 70% dip. So wouldn't be too bad. Wouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Matic giveaway. Yeah, I might buy with my raise. I might buy 10 more. I might buy 10 Matic tonight. I might buy 10 Matic. Matic bearish descending triangle. Yeah. I wasn't even looking at that. I was just kind of looking at the supports, but yeah, I mean, you definitely have a descending triangle there. Definitely have a descending triangle for sure, man. Good call on that. I wasn't even looking at that, but definitely bearish. But we've seen bearish patterns break up to the upside a million different times, so keep that in mind. I mean, no pattern is confirmed bearish or bullish until the breakout. Now, there's percentages, right? I mean, a descending triangle, I don't know the exact percentages, but there's a certain percentage that breaks the upside or downside, right? It's obviously higher to the downside. We want to get that close confirmation on the downside first, but yeah, man. If you live in the USA, you are in the top 1%. If you look at it from the world view, do not complain if you were born here or got here. Congratulations, you won the lottery. Exactly. That's why I say, like, some days in your little bubble, your day might suck in your little bubble, right? But in reality, you zoom out. It's like looking at the Bitcoin chart. You zoom out. Is your life, is your day really that bad, right? You probably have some food to eat. Likely, if you're watching the stream, you probably have some food to eat if you're thinking about investing in crypto, right? So that's what I always think about, and try to keep an open mind with that type of stuff. Some people have to hunt for lions, maybe not hunt for lions, but USA isn't green anymore for the majority. Yeah, depends. I definitely agree, though. I mean, it's well, obviously this is not a political channel, so I'm not going to go too much into politics here, but move to Central Africa, then get back to me. MC, can you pay out an ADA and one day you buy MC? MC, Wes said MC can pay you an ADA and one day you can buy MC. Interesting, Wes. Interesting. MC. Huh. Matt, I'm trying to, some reason, I might be having a brain fart, but I'm trying to think what MC is. I might just be having a brain fart here. Wes, I tried to think about it for like 5 seconds. I couldn't think. But I'm sure the chat will be like, MC is this, MC is this. So that'll be that. If you live in the US, you are 1%. Yeah, we look at that. Thank you, MT, again, man, for the super chat. Super nice to you. All right. What's Bitcoin doing? Still got that bullish divergence, right? We're still got those higher lows. I think this is kind of confirmed now. This bullish divergence is confirmed. We're just waiting for that buy pressure to come in now, right? I mean, we got the higher lows, we got the lower lows in the price action. 4 hour, looks like we bounced off we didn't quite come, the only weird thing is we didn't quite come back all the way back down to back test this. So maybe we come back down a little bit lower to tag this line first, like we did 3 times in the past. Maybe we come back down and tag that line. But I do think we have, in a sense, bottomed out. In at least tonight. At least tonight, I don't think we go much lower than 31,160 on the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour RSI still a little high. I mean, we could dip down a little bit lower on that. Won't touch on that. See what else we can go over here. I mean, the spring. I mean, this would make sense for a spring area, right? This would make sense. I mean, this is the back test. We're just waiting for that buy pressure to come in to push us back to the upside. We'll see if that does come in. Daily is still looking good. Daily actually, like the stock RSI is actually on this new close. You can see the stock RSI is looking to actually flip back to the downside now. So we'll see if that has any effect on the market. Like I said, we haven't quite bottomed out on that stock RSI yet, which makes me think that, it's likely that we... not tonight. I think we get a short-term bounce tonight. But this weekend, whether it's tomorrow or Sunday, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a dip down to, at least a quick wick. It might not have to be a close, but a quick wick down to 28,000 and then come back up. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that happen. And the weekly looks fine. So that would be good for the weekly RSI. Keep dropping that weekly RSI would be good. Bitcoin to 20,000. JM said, I used to stare at financial charts. Now I travel the world. There you go, my man. Shorts get wrecked. Longs do too. Yeah, both sides get wrecked. I'm taking off this hat, guys. This hat is making me hot as heck. I'm getting hot as heck in this freaking hat. God. McDubs, I gotta wash this hat. I mean, I've watched it. I wore this hat for the last 5 days and I haven't taken off. I'll keep the horns on. I'll keep the horns on. Why not? $69K. Here we come. I see where you're looking at, Charles. I see where you're coming from here. Draw your line higher on the daily RSI. There's resistance. Yeah, you're talking about like this. Yeah, I mean, you could look at it from both scenarios. You might have bearish divergence on the RSI, and you also might have bullish divergence on the daily RSI. The reason why I'm saying bullish divergence right now is because you're at at the bottom of the range, so you're at the support. If you were up here, that bearish divergence would likely play out there. How good is Quant? It's a powerhouse performer even when everything is going down. It reached its all-time high in the last 24 hours. So Quant is the new hype coin right now, right? There seems to be always that one coin that's outperforming the market. It started with Matic. Actually, it started with VeChain. Then it was Matic. Then it was AMP. Now it's Quant, right? So that seems to be the coin right now. Just be careful, like those other coins. You're probably likely to get a pullback. And the coins that do perform extremely well likely get a big pullback as soon as Bitcoin starts pulling back heavily, and actually get hit even harder because they've already pumped, right? They're already at a extended level. Daily RSI has big daily divergence, so keep that in mind here. You got higher highs on the daily, lower highs on the RSI on the daily. You're also overbought on the daily, so you could need to cool down here on the daily time frame. Doge. AMP never got hyped. I didn't necessarily mean hype. I don't necessarily mean hype. I just mean coins that, outperform the rest of the market. As the rest of the market was struggling, those are the coins that really went off. But I don't necessarily mean hype. Hype is the wrong word. I'm not saying these are hype or meme coins or anything. These are legit projects. More of a sense that they're outperforming the market at the moment, right? Claire could probably explain to you a little bit better why Quant is performing pretty well. She seems to be the go-to there for old QNT, right? Helmet. Are we pumping right now? Not quite yet. Not quite. If Bitcoin, all right, I'll switch from horns to helmet. If Bitcoin breaks, let's call it. I don't want. I want to be a little bit conservative here. If Bitcoin breaks, which I don't think it will during the stream, but if Bitcoin breaks this wick here, this high wick at 32,500, I'll throw in the helmet. But I don't want to throw in the helmet for no reason, right? Favorite character from original Super Smash Bros. 64. Dude, I never really played those games, to be honest. Never really played those games, to be honest. I like Donkey Kong. I don't know if Donkey Kong was in it. I'm sure he was. But, yeah. I like Donkey Kong. No, I worked at McDonald's all day today. So, taking a break. I had a long shift today. I worked from approximately 6 a.m. to, and I ran home. I walk, guys, because, you know, that's what you do. From 6 a.m. to 5 a.m. today, or 5 p.m. I worked negative time, 6 a.m. to 5 a.m. Let's see if we can hold 28K. Litchfield. I don't think anyone's really selling. I mean, there's some people that already sold, but I think the people that are still holding by now, I think, are still holding right now. Donkey Sauce said, jokes, my man. Don't let the screaming Twitterati ruin your banter. All the same. Business is business, my boy. You're invited for online pints. Interesting, Donkey. I don't really know what you're coming from here. But Speedway Coffee. Wait, what? Why did Speedway Coffee super chat? Hold on. Let me go back up here. That's not legit. There's no way that's legit. Someone made their name Speedway Coffee. That's funny. He said, I appreciate the work, Jordan. We need a little more Speedway shilling, at least 1 per hour. All right. I mean, you got to up my pay from 1 cent an hour to 5 cents an hour. And then I'll show you for $1. Okay. I'll show you once per hour. Dress up like Ronald McDonald. Maybe that'll scare Bitcoin upwards. Probably, guys. Probably. All right. What else can we look at, guys? What else can we freaking look at? I mean, we can look at altcoins, but like, should we even look at altcoins right now? Like, I'll leave it up to you guys. Let's do a poll. All right. I like doing the polls. They're actually more fun for me than probably you guys. Because I ask polls that I want to know and not you. No offense. Let's do a poll. This is going to be a generic poll. Because shoot the S or all right. What should we talk about, guys? Answer the question. Answer the question here. This is the best poll. The best poll. Let's see what happens here. Damn, BTC coming out on the lead. We have a close race here between BTC and alts. BTC. Guys, we've been talking about BTC for 3 hours. How is BTC winning? We've been talking about BTC for this whole time. How is BTC winning, man? What the heck? That's the last one I wanted to win. Damn, dude. All right, alts came in second. So we'll look at a few alts. We'll go through let's just go through CoinMarketCap or something, and then I will because I've already talked about Bitcoin for an hour. You know what I mean? I'll go back to Bitcoin, but you know, I looked at pretty much everything that's possible you can even look at for Bitcoin. I mean, I went through every time frame, every possible accumulation pattern, every possible distribution pattern, bearish pattern, bullish pattern. I went through pretty much everything. So, actually, you know what I can look at here? You know what I can actually look at here is the, someone wanted me to check out the moon phases. The stupid, I can't call it stupid. That's kind of mean. But moon phases. Yeah, we got that new moon. So the new moon came out today, guys. And if you didn't know about the moon phases, this is the best indicator possible. If you guys want to buy this indicator, you know, just go down below. MDX Crypto. Guys, MDX Crypto. MDX Crypto. You guys can get the moon indicator right on the website. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's literally hit the bottom every single time. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Not this time, but 5 times. And we just got it again. So will we continue this trend? I'm going to get rid of the poll here. Bitcoin won for whatever reason, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's what we're kind of looking at here. So we'll see if the moon phases is the best indicator. You guys want this indicator. Sign up for, you know, go to MDX Crypto, MDX Crypto. I'm making fun of MDX Crypto. MDX Crypto is actually a pretty cool guy. Like MDX Crypto is a guy that I'd hang out with. I think me and him would get along really well. We're both kind of weird, and I don't know. I would actually love to do a stream with MDX Crypto. That would actually be really entertaining, I think. But that would be pretty cool. Talk about indicators. Let's feel. Peace out. Peace out, Cub Scout. HNS pattern. I don't know. Could be. Anyways, let's look at some of our gainers and losers. Let's see if what. Look at the biggest gainer today, guys. The last McAfee token. Okay, we all know what happened there. I'm not going to talk about it on YouTube because I feel like I just know that's going to be an issue because of all these conspiracy theories and stuff. But yeah, I mean, the last McAfee token up 300%. That's crazy, man. If you got in early on that, I mean, you're probably going to do pretty well there because people are probably going to be hyping that up like crazy because of what happened. Dude, too funny. But all right, Bytecoin. I was just reading the chat, guys. Sometimes I get carried away in the chat because honestly, the chat is the most entertaining thing for me here. Honestly, you guys are hilarious on there. Bytecoin down up 262. What else do we got? Farm Hero. Actually, not a lot of dog coins up. We usually see this full of dog coins, which is pretty cool. You don't see a lot of them here. I mean, you see Pitbull. There's only one dog coin on there. Top losers, 100%. Phoenix Protocol dropped 100% today. What happened here? It launched. Boom. Wow. I don't know what happened with this one, but someone probably knows what happened with that one. There's probably someone in the chat that was invested in Phoenix Protocol. There's got to be at least one person in here. Let's go back here. I'm curious. I want to take a look at a few of these. Just because I haven't looked at this in a while. Kavapu. I don't know how you say that. Baby Doge. I thought Baby Doge was the one everyone was hyping up. Wasn't the Baby Doge the one everyone was hyping up here? Oh, BTC pumpage. Hey, guys, we got to break 32,510 to put the helmet on, but I'll give you guys a pumpage.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
I'll give you guys a pumpage there. The wick-off theory. My bad, guys. The The one time I'm not looking at the chat, Bitcoin starts pumping. It's a common cycle there. It's a common cycle. All right, let's see if we get that big catapult to the upside here, or if we get rejected. Probably expect some resistance at this level. Previous highs are where we settled up right here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get some resistance there. But if we break that, I mean, expect 32,500 to come pretty quickly here for BTC, right? That's what we needed. Pump it. Short squeeze. Yeah, I mean, you probably see the shorts start dipping here. Yeah. It's in a new day. I mean, obviously, it's completely useless to look at this right now, but shorts probably start coming back down here. Start coming back down. All right, we got rejected there. We got rejected to start out 5-minute chart. Yeah, I mean, the 5-minute chart, I know you guys love looking at these small time frame charts. To me, it's kind of useless, but you did have a trend line here, it looks like, that you did break, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touches that you just broke out of. So nice little kind of falling wedge there that you broke out of, which is good to see. Breakout target for this would be first touch, 33,000 approximately, right? So we'll see if you get up there. We'll hang it out on the 5-minute here because you guys absolutely love these short-term time frame charts. MT said, good community here. Man, appreciate your breakdowns. Enjoy very much. Thanks, Jordan. Thank you, MT, man. I had a hard time reading your super chat. There's a lot of periods in there, man. A lot of periods. I was like, good morning here, man. Appreciate your breakdowns. Enjoy very much. Thanks, Jordan. I know English might not be your native language, but I just thought that was kind of funny. But thank you, man. Appreciate the kind words, and as always, it makes it a lot better to stand up here. If it's not always great, it goes from like great to stupendous when the kind words start coming out. So hold on, let me get through some of these super chats here. Thank you, but we agreed to pay you in coffee and shib. All right, fine. You have to give me 1 shib per shout out. All right, I'll sign the contract, but you have to give me 1 shib per shout out. Speedway Coffee. Shanlu said, Jay, I saw a super loud Honda Civic today and thought of you. Thanks for the laugh, dude. I already went on my rant yesterday. I think I pissed a lot of people off with my Honda Civic rant yesterday. So I'm not going to get too into the Honda Civic rant today. But if you didn't watch the stream yesterday, loud Honda Civics suck. Okay, at the end of the day, it's a Honda Civic. Donkey Sauce said, see my previous super prior to you taking off hat. Donkey Sauce, let's see. See my previous super chat. You said, jokes me, man. Donkey. Where's Donkey? Oh, hey, man. M cap for makeup. Oh, I didn't even see that one, man. Donkey Sauce. Hey, man. Nice. M cap for Make America Great Again. Love your spice, boy. Thank you for loving my spice. Yeah, I mean, I ignore most people. Right? I don't give in to the trolls. I feed off the trolls. I feed off the damn trolls. I do miss the one troll though, right? Me and the trolls are friends, right? At the end of the day, I've made it a point there that me and the bears are friends. So there's no way you can't be friends with me, right? Because I am friends with the bulls and the bears. And even the people that don't care about crypto, I'm friends with. But Hyan Wu Lee, right? Hyan Wu Lee, I miss you, man. If you're still out there, I really want you to come back, right? I apologize about making fun of Litecoin, even though I'll continue to. I don't see the point in Litecoin, but it doesn't mean we still can't be friends, right? So Hyan Wu Lee, if you're out there, leave your name in the chat, just like Devontae Duke. I hope you come back, okay? From the bottom of my heart, hope you come back, man. Hope you come back. All right, Bitcoin, right now, we broke out of this resistance. Looks like we're coming back down to test that as support. I want to see this bounce and then continue up, which it looks like we are trying to do here right as we speak. Let's see if we can hold that. That would be pretty bullish. Hey, Jordan, just got into learning technical analysis. Does TA for swing trading different from TA used for day trade? Thanks, man. No, it's just the time difference, right? You can use a lot of the same indicators and resistances, support levels for day trading. But if you're day trading, you're probably going to use smaller time frames, right? You're probably going to be using the hourly and below. But if you're swing trading, you're probably going to use the 4 hour to the daily to the weekly, right? So it's all about the time difference at that point. So not really a difference, man, but definitely a good question. Definitely a good question. If you have any other questions, let me know, but just ask me on Discord or something. I'll try to get to it as soon as possible. Just the time for, oh yeah, so we held this, we're trying to hold this as support right now, so this would not be too bad. I'm going to check the volume real quick on this. The volume. So not the best volume on this breakout. Not the best volume breakout. So usually if I was to trade this, right, if I was to long this, which I don't trade on the 5-minute chart, but just an example for, I know some people have been asking me, hey, Jordan, on stream, can you do an examples of, a trade that you would do? Now, this is not something I would do, but this is just an example of something that you could do, right? So if you have a falling wedge like this, right, what you want to do is wait for the breakout. You want to get confirmed volume. You want to get a big volume spike, right? This one, we didn't get a big volume spike. So this could have just been a fake out. It looks like it is. It looks like it is. It looks like we're coming back into the pattern. But usually what you want to do, you want to wait for the volume breakout, come back down and back test your previous resistance as new support, and then continue up. And what I like to do is wait for the break of the previous high before putting in my long and then putting a stop loss right below that previous high. That's what I used to do, right? Same thing for the shorts. You can flip it around the opposite way. A lot of people have different strategies, though. Different strategies work for everyone. There's not a set strategy that you can really use to trade. Some people trade moving averages. Some people trade breakouts and back tests. Some people trade divergences. There's a million different ways that you can trade. So that's just one example, what I would do, but we'll see. This one looks like it's, and to be clear, I don't trade on 5-minute charts. I would only trade on the hourly and above. Everything else is kind of ridiculous, right? So, kind of ridiculous. Minute you sell, it will go up. Happens every time. Looks like a scrotum. It's a little curled up. It's an Under Armour hoodie. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, this is one of those hoodies that kind of like, kind of curls up right here, but it does kind of look like a scrotum, huh? Look like a scrotum. Some trade moon charts. Yeah. Do I have a Discord group? Yeah, there's a link right down in the description if you want to join the Discord group. It's right down below. You can go join down there if you like. You also find the link to Twitter, Instagram if you want to get more content from me. You also see the link down there for Patreon. And I think that's all the links down there. That's all the links on there. Crypto gets crazy, but you get rewarded big for being patient. Yes, you do. All right, looks like we actually are bouncing off that support now. So we'll see. I don't want to show my preferred exchanges, but some of them allow you to compare alt prices to Bitcoin price. Jordan says you can find a YouTube video on everything, so just look it up. You literally can. If there's anything you want to find out, you can find it on YouTube. And that's what I always tell people. Like, if you want to learn how to tie your shoes, YouTube, how to tie shoes. You want to learn how to tape a picture to a wall, YouTube, how to tape picture to a wall. Anything you ask, it will be in there. And it might be the most random thing. You guys might think, no one else would ask this question. Someone has the same question as you. Trust me. Someone has said, how to pick up dirt off the floor. That will be on YouTube. Like the most random stuff. That's why YouTube's so good. That's why YouTube's so good. You can learn anything. Dinner and gym. Have a great rest of the stream. See you tomorrow, fam. Hope you get that scrotum hoodie bounce on the 5. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, man. Have a good night, dude. Enjoy the gym. Enjoy the old gymnasium. Keep the hard work up. It pays off, dude. Trust me. Do I have creatine? I don't take creatine. I used to take creatine. Yeah, if you guys want the Discord link, Jimmy just posted it in the chat. So you'll find the Discord link in the chat if you guys want it. The one in the description might be expired. It expires like every 7 days or something. So sometimes it's expired there. Yeah, you can't learn any excuse. But Silent Ring, that's funny. He said, don't YouTube how to poop in a hole in the middle of the woods. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. But yeah, like you said, like that is the great thing about nowadays is you need to know anything. You have Google and you have YouTube to learn anything you want. A lot of people didn't have access to this stuff. You would have to go to the library to read a book, right? And now you can just pop up a YouTube video and in 5 to 10 minutes learn how to do anything you need to do, which is awesome. It's crazy how much info we have nowadays. So I feel like people aren't as smart as they used to be. Like the younger generation isn't as smart as the older generation was at the same age. Yet we have so much more information that's out there for us to grab, right? It blows my mind. We have exponentially amount of more information that's readily available to us. We just don't put in the effort. Most of us don't put in the effort. So actually, that's a good poll. I want to ask how old everyone is here, and be honest. I want to get the general gist here. That's actually a really good question. Let's say 18 to 25. Let's say 25 to 30. Let's say 25 to 35. 35 to 45. 45 plus. It's actually really good. All right, guys. Here we go. Doing the poll. Poll's out. Poll's out. Let's see what we got here. Most people are young. I'm not surprised. 25 to 35. That's probably, I would probably think most people are probably between, probably the second. It's tough. We'll see which one wins here. Who is honest? Let's see who wins here. Any chance you can look at DR token info? It jumped yesterday. Yeah, I can check it on CoinMarketCap real quick, man. MT said, English is my first language, but beer does things. And the comma is next to the period. Let's discuss past, present, future principle. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not a grammar Nazi at all. Actually, grammar Nazis are slightly annoying in my opinion. I just thought it was funny because I was reading it and I was like, so I went. I'm just so used to pausing at commas or pausing at periods. PSA, we are now accepting SHIB for all coffee transactions. Speedway. Man, I got the Speedway sponsor. All right, Bitcoin's pumping right now too. All right, it looks like the majority of people in here. I'm going to end the poll, but it looks like the majority of the people in here are between 25 and 35. That sounds about right. I'm a 12-year-old billionaire. I didn't do under 18 because technically you're not supposed to be owning Bitcoin. So Flirty 30s gang. The flirty 30s gang. Yeah. Can't learn anything about truth though. Listening to the stream at the gym. That's pretty solid, man. That's pretty solid. All right, guys, you don't need to tell me your age anymore. We did the poll. I appreciate everyone being super engaging with the poll, but or with the question, but the poll is over. All right. Robert said Dior is new and not listed on CoinMarketCap yet. Just launched Sunday. If it's not on CoinMarketCap, I don't look at coins that are on CoinMarketCap or on TradingView. So I assume if it's not on CoinMarketCap, it's not going to be on TradingView. It's usually the case, man. But if you want me to look at something else, just let me know. I can definitely look at something else for you. Just leave it in the chat here. I'll try to notice it for you. My neck. Guys didn't know I've been rehabbing my damn freaking shoulder, man. Hurts my neck. But like I said, people got more stuff to complain about. Okay? More stuff to complain about than a damn shoulder. Than a damn bum shoulder, right? Jordan is 27. Yes, I am. I'm approximately about how old do you guys think I am? How old do you guys think I am? All right, Bitcoin is trying to pump here. It's kind of just chilling though. Let's see if maybe I'm getting a little risky here with the short-term time frames as we speak. But I don't know. We'll see what Bitcoin does here. Should we shlong Bitcoin? Probably not. Crypto has aged me 20 years. 85. 65. 27. 27. Some of you guys probably already know my age, so. You're 8 months old. Come on, man. Gary said, how many more bull cycles do you think we'll have before prices become more stable in the long term? I think the only way we can really quantify that is looking at, the logarithmic regression curve, right? That's the only way that we can really quantify where we're really going to start, flattening out, right? So in theory, if we look at it this way, in theory, I mean, we should be able to continue up, but eventually, like you said, we're going to hit that point where we start seeing drastically reduced gains, right? So if you were to look at this as let's just take our 4-year cycle, right? So let's say at the end, let's say we topped out at the end of this year. Probably not going to happen, right? But let's just do it for, actually, let's say it this way. Let's say we top out in the middle of next year. So let's say June 2022. That would put Bitcoin probably around 193K, right? 193K, which would be, approximately about, from the absolute bottom, 124,000% move. Okay, hold on. I took it from the wrong bottom. I was like, holy crap, no way Bitcoin did that. Be approximately about a 6,200% move, right? 6,200. Let's say we go on another 5-year run, right? 5-year run. June 2022, let's go to 2027. Let's go to June 2027 just for craps and giggles. That would pick Bitcoin's price in June 2027 based on this at approximately $1.6 million, right? Which would be, depending on where the bear market was, let's say we go back down to this green line here and we take a year from there, right? So June of 2023 would give you approximately about, 3,500 gains. So cuts the gains in half. So based on this, I mean, you could be going for a good amount of time, but over time, you're going to see decreased gains, right? The gains are going to decrease. You're not going to see the crazy amount of gains that we've seen, but I think we have a couple more cycles to go where, we still see good gains, right? Now, good gains might turn into 5x, 10x. We maybe after this cycle, we don't see coins 100x, right? Except maybe low cap coins, but that's kind of what we're waiting for here. George, what's up, man? Are you bullish or bearish? George, I know what you're going to say. It doesn't matter. And I definitely agree. To me, George, basically what I said last time, until we break this green box, we're just going sideways. And I talked about with my stream earlier, we've seen this in the past. George, I don't know if you saw this, but this is the exact same pattern, the pattern we're doing right now, as that we had right here. The exact same pattern. I scaled it up a little bit to fit the current price action, but we've seen this in the past. It scared everyone down here. When we dropped back down to 9,000, everyone was freaking out. But we saw the same thing in the past. So I'm slightly short-term speculative. I wouldn't say bearish, but obviously I don't think the bull market's over. I think we continue up at the end of the day. But I do expect us to go sideways here for a little bit until, Bitcoin can regain some of that momentum to the upside. We just don't have any momentum right now. But that's really it. That's my summary for the day. Nothing's really changed since last time. At the end of the day, we are going sideways. Sideways. Love the atmosphere when George is here. Definitely. George, hope you're doing well, man. I watched your stream the other day. Hope everything's going well. But I definitely agree. Sometimes it's good to take some breaks, and even for myself, sometimes a good break is definitely needed. And don't be afraid to take breaks, right? Don't be afraid to take breaks. Can we have George? That's too funny. Everything is being bought and sent to whales. Yeah, and we know, guys. The whales, all they do is we dip, and the whales come in right here, right? Every time we go into the green box, the whales just eat up the coins as we go across the screen. They eat it up, and then they go and hibernate, right? And then we get the next dip into the green box. They eat it up. Like I've said constantly, look at the buy pressure that came in right here last time we went below 30K, right? That is some serious buy pressure. So you can't knock that, right? Can't knock that. What's my favorite altcoin? Well, I'm kind of biased, right? I'm actually, my wife is actually Ethereum. So I am married to Ethereum. And she's sitting right over there. So I cannot knock ETH. But I also like Cardano, Chainlink, and VeChain. Those are my top 5 coins, including Bitcoin, obviously. But I have to go with ETH. And I know that's the common answer, but that's my opinion. It's my opinion. Yeah, waiting for the market to go back up. That's really all we're doing. Jazz knows. Matic. His wife is ETH. Yeah, like I said, I can't. ETH. Don't worry. Don't worry. Settle down. I wasn't gonna say Cardano, right? You are still my wife at the end of the day. I know I know you've been struggling lately, but I still love you. Okay. Also, George, I know you were applying to Burger King. If you need a job at McDub's, like I said, I started working there a couple of days ago. I've already went from a shift manager. I've actually went from a cashier to the drive-through all the way up to shift manager now. So if you need a job at McDub's, let me know, man. I know you applied. You were applying to Burger King. I don't know if it went fully through, but let me know. ETH, Bitcoin, ETH, BNB, Matic, and Sol. Interesting. What do you think of massive shorts on Bitfinex? Yeah, we looked at that earlier. The shorts are coming in hot right now. The shorts are absolutely coming in hot. Obviously, the new day, we can't really look at the new day yet. It's still going on, but I think that's the most shorts that we had come through since really this has been out. I don't think we've had a bigger day for shorts since 2017, at least on Bitfinex. It's absolutely crazy. So, so yeah, I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. And usually when we see this, what do we usually say, right? The herd mentality is usually wrong, right? So you're going to see the market movers probably take these guys who think it's a good idea to short. You're probably going to see them take them out, right? So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. At the end of the day, we're pawns. We're pawns in the bigger game, but the bigger game is upside, right? The bigger game is upside, but we're pawns. We're pawns. So we sit here, we talk about the price action, and we have fun with it. We have fun with it. Crypto is more fun. Is more fun. Like I said, short-term price action is fun, right? But it doesn't really tell us much at the end of the day. George said, your altcoin list sucks. My top 5 altcoins: Ethereum Max, Super Shiba, Safe Moon, Super Safe Moon, and Bonfire Ultra. George, I don't know if you watch my stream very often, but don't get me started about the altcoins. To me, it was not probably the biggest reason why we saw the dip, but I think it was one of the major reasons why Bitcoin pulled back here. I think it would have happened anyway, but I think that the reason why we got such a big dip here is because of everyone thinking they can just make money quick off the meme coins. So I definitely agree. I don't know. I crap on the Shibers all the time. We're still friends, right? Anyone, there's a bunch of people that like Shiba that watch my stream. We're still friends, right? I compare it to all my friends that are Jets fans. I'm a Pats fan, right? We hate each other during the game, but we're still friends. That's how I feel about the Shibers. But man, I want Shiba to go to 0. I want all the meme coins to go to 0. But I definitely agree. I think we agree in that circumstance, right? Moon indicator chart is always as predicted. Yeah, we looked at the moon indicator earlier. Actually, still might have it up. No, I don't. But yeah, that moon indicator is definitely interesting. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a moon indicator. It's not really telling us much. It's kind of speculation, but it has been pretty good. I do have to give it to you. When something has been working, can you really knock it? No. Even if it's just based off the moons, right? Brady Goat. George was a Sheber. George was a Sheber. Well, me and George are still friends, even though George is a Sheber, or I don't think he is, but you know, at the end of the day, everyone can enjoy what they want to do. Not the jug of water. You know what, Eric? Just because you said not the jug of water, just because you said not a jug of water, there you go, man. The bigger accumulation, the bigger the run. I agree, man. And like I said, these quick dips, the quicker we dip, usually the higher that we actually catapult back to the upside, right? So we had a big dip here that resulted in a big move back up to the upside pretty quick, right? And we've moved pretty damn quick down to the downside here. The quicker we move to the downside without any really upward swings in that point, usually we have higher upside, or quicker upside, I should say. More V bottoms ish. But who are we to tell? Who are we to tell at this point? You know, try with a gallon of milk. Dude, I tried that. I tried that as a kid, and that did not end very good. That did not end very good. I went through stages with that, right? When I was a kid, the milk challenge, and then when I was in college, the vodka challenge, and now I just do the water, right? With maybe a couple, vodka sodas in there. But, now I just do the water. But I definitely had stages. What is it? 9:02. Guys, can you guys update me? Give me an update. What is the score of the Hawks-Bucks game? Someone please give me an update. I need to know. I mean, I could look it up here myself, but I'm being kind of lazy. I'm being kind of lazy at the moment. If they're even on tonight, they might not even be on tonight. But I mean, they usually play every 2 days. That's an Alabama hydro flask you have. Facts. You have entered the Matrix, said Boots Gaming. Man. You guys are too funny in the chat. We have a good time in the chat. How many people we still got in here right now? We got, we've been kind of talking about nonsense. 1,500 people. I mean, we've been talking about some nonsense here for the past like 15 minutes. 5-minute chart. I mean, guys, it's the 5-minute chart. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about pretty much everything we could possibly talk about today. That's like the one thing I will say about streaming every day is like there's only so much you can talk about when it comes to charts when you stream every day. And you guys know I hate repeating myself, and I find myself doing it all the time. But I try. It's tough. Like I said, it's tough to come with new chart stuff every single day. It really is. But I love doing this, so I'm not gonna complain. We didn't really get. Oh yeah, we had actually one news thing today. Hold on, let me see if I can bring it up for you guys. We had this today. I don't know if anyone really cares about this or not, but we had right here. We had Bitcoin jump. Oh, this is from earlier, but El Salvador apparently is giving all their residents $30, which, you know, for us, I mean, we'd take $30, but it wouldn't be that big of a deal. For them, that's probably a big freaking deal, right? So that's pretty cool. It at least gets them to at least, you know, get exposure to it. Even if they don't use it, at least they'll get, you know, $30 in a wallet. So at least like they'll be kind of forced to learn how to use it, which is pretty cool. So that is pretty cool. I mean, if this becomes like a normal thing for the new countries, this could be pretty damn cool. It's kind of like a stimulus. It's like a Bitcoin stimulus check. It's pretty cool. But I did want to touch on that. I thought that was pretty cool. I'll take a $30 airdrop. But fortunately, I don't live in El Salvador, so I can't comment on that. Bitcoin can be bullish or bearish, but in long term, it's always time to buy. People do mistake by selling pressure when prices go low. Don't be scared when it go low and sell. Just hold on. Thank you, Shaman. Thank you for the kind words, man. Definitely. That could be like 500 down the road if they leave it. I mean, think about it. It's El Salvador, what, third world? I'm not sure if they're a third world country, but $30. I mean, $30 for them is probably a ridiculous amount of money. You know, so it sounds like what's $30 for us, right? But for them, I mean, that's probably significant. A 1.2K stimulus Bitcoin airdrop. Yeah. But 90% don't have phones or internet. Yeah, that's true. I don't know how it's going to work necessarily. Because like you said, a lot of them don't have access to internet or phones or tablets or computers or anything like that. So who knows how it's actually going to work. But it's at least a step. It's at least a step in the right direction there, I think. Look up Moon by... All right, I can do that for you, man. I can do that for you. Why not? So let's look at some random moon indicator. Moon. What is this? What is this? What do you guys make? You guys make some weird stuff. FUD pump. Does this tell us when all the FUD happens? I don't know what this means. It just looks like every red candle has FUD, and every green candle has a ship. That's all I'm seeing here. unless I'm blind, but it's just that was friggin' dumb, man. That was freaking dumb. Who took the time to make that? Like, who took the time to make that indicator? That's crazy. Prius versus Civic. Civic all day over the Prius. I like Civics, actually. I only crap on the people that try to make them into sports cars, because it's not a sports car at the end of the day. So don't try to make the Civic sound like a freaking Lamborghini, right? It just makes you look like you're trying way too hard to impress people, and you're not, right? If your Civic sounds like a Lamborghini, you're probably not impressing people. You're probably just being like, people are probably looking at you and like, dude, your car is so freaking annoyingly loud. That's what I think when I see that. But like I said, yesterday was the Civic rant, and I pissed a lot of people off with the Civic rant. I got almost 20 messages on Discord saying you shouldn't be making fun of people's cars. People can do whatever they want with their cars. I'm being serious. People got really offended by me making fun of their Civic. So we're not going to go too far into it. Don't hate on my Civic. Dude, I've owned a Civic. I'm not making fun of Civics. Man. It's just a good, reliable car. Yeah, I think Civics are awesome for what they are at the end of the day. Freedom of speech. Yeah, I mean, freedom of speech isn't exist anymore. I mean, people get canceled left and right. Like, all right, I don't want to get too much into politics, but is freedom of speech actually valid in our country? No. People get canceled for saying stuff every day. It's don't get me started. I'll go over that in my second channel, right? My second channel is for all my views that I can't say on this channel because I don't want to offend people, okay? And I was just kidding. I actually didn't get any messages on Discord from people getting pissed that I made fun of their car. I didn't get any. That was a joke. Some of you guys probably get my sarcasm by now, but some of you guys probably don't get it because my poker face is pretty good. You knew that scene from Employee of the Month about the Honda. Corolla is the equivalent to a Civic. Yeah, I think Civics are a little better than the Corolla. That's just my opinion, though. I think out of like technically the mid-size or I guess I don't know what they're classified, subcompact. I think the Civic is the best one. I think the Civic's better than the. I personally think the Civic is better than the Sentra. I think the Civic is better than the Corolla. I think Civic is better than a lot of those different cars, right? I'm trying to think what else is in that. The Dodge Dart, if you guys know what that is. Mazda 3. I think the Civic's better than all those. So I'm not making fun of the Civic. I like Civics. Just don't make them sound like Lamborghinis. What's the new channel? The new channel will be given tomorrow. Okay. Like I said, I wanted to get three videos uploaded to it first before I give you guys the link. So that I will give you guys the link in tomorrow's night stream for the new channel. But it's not going to be anything crazy, guys. It's just I have a big mouth and I love expressing my opinion. It's just kind of who I am as a person. So I wanted a different outlet to do that, and not on this stream because this is more of a crypto stream. So I mean, I know I kind of express my opinion on a lot of stuff, anyways, but I can get a lot of it out over there. So it's not gonna be anything serious. It's just me kind of talking my opinions, maybe doing some reactions on stuff around that goes on around the world, reactions on, TikToks, reactions on different type of videos. So that's what that'll be about. We'll hold you to do that. New Corvette. Only rattling tins. Yeah. 2000. Poker face. You even know her. Waterfly. I'm just going up and reading some of the chats. What's your guys' favorite? All right, never mind. How can I answer that? Are you calling the new channel Camarants? No, I'm not. I'm actually still trying to come up with a name. I had a name, but then I looked, and there was already a popular YouTuber with that same exact name. So unfortunately, I can't use that name. So I have to come up with a different type of name because I like to be original. If I wasn't original, I would have named my channel Jordan Crypto and been like the 1,000 other crypto channels that just use freaking crypto in their name. So Speedway Coffee, that's an Alabama hydro flask. Pretty much. Are you calling the new channel Camarants? That's too funny, man. That's too funny. All right, I'll probably stay on for a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Call it Don't Get Me Started. Mac Daddy J. You guys are too funny. All right. There's not much to really look at here, BTC. We're trying to hold the support of this falling wedge here, guys. Volume's pretty significantly falling off here, so expect to move probably somewhat soon. At the end of the day, as long as we hold 31,150, I think we're good to go here. I think we're good to go, so nothing to really talk about there. Everything looks fine to me. To anything, it really looks like, it really, really looks like, if you actually look at this, to me, right? Might not to you, but it really looks like we are in this stage right here. The double bottom before, we obviously have a lot of sideways action if we were to continue this, but to me, it really looks like that area right there. So we'll see if this continues to play out. I don't know if it will. If it does, we should make higher highs, higher lows from now on out. We'll see, right? Time will tell as we go along. So I will catch you guys tomorrow, right? We'll see if there's a morning stream. I'll let you guys know in the morning. I have a couple stuff I want to work on for the stream and also the other channels. So I may stream in the morning tomorrow, may not. I'll let you guys know on Twitter and Discord if I end up going live tomorrow. So I'll be live obviously at night, 7 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to someone that is live every single day, I'm your guy, okay? And if you watch George, you can watch me before George and then go hop on George and we're all good. Yes, I'm talking with a Boston accent because I am from Boston. I'm from Boston. And I'm going to put in a short. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and join the Patreon if you want more content from me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, which is tomorrow, right? Not too long away. All right, guys. Peace. Don't panic sell your crypto, by the way. Hey, how can I... Do not panic sell your crypto. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And most of all, do not panic sell your crypto.